need 22 on the board every day. Nope. You don't need your Chromebook in here today. You do need your logbook. Science, unless otherwise told, you need your logbook every day.
What were we learning about in social studies again?
We're not doing social studies right now.
I have an old one.
Bless you. You have an old one, what, eraser?
What old one?
Oh, okay. Leave it on your desk.
I just couldn't find my new one.
I'm aware that you can't find your new one. I haven't passed it out yet. I told you that a few minutes ago, then I'll pass it out in a little bit. Okay. Bless you. All right. Bless you. All right. Has everybody got their notebook to open to page 47? Everybody's opened their notebook to 47. Yes? Everybody there? Okay. So we're going to watch. There's a mama elephant standing beside a baby elephant. Okay. We're going to watch these two interact. And then I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Okay. Everybody ready? Make sure this right video is sharing. Okay, you can barely see the baby between the two adults, but you did see when they got out, you can still see the baby, right? Okay, I don't know if you're able to read the captions fast enough, but it says the baby was likely not in any danger because the babies, when they're in water, they routinely will stick their trunk out of the water to breathe, kind of like us with a snorkel. But with adult humans and baby humans or young children, if a young child falls in water, is an adult just going to stand by the pool and just watch them flounder in water?
No, they're gonna jump in.
They're going to jump in, which is exactly what we saw the adult elephants do, right? It doesn't matter if they're going to wait till the baby or the young child actually drowns. They're going to be there to rescue them before it's too late, right? Isn't that what the elephants did? They rescued the baby to prevent it from becoming too late. Yes? Okay.
If it becomes too late,
Then it's too late. So they're going to prevent that from happening. Pull your mask up, okay? So what happened that caused the adult elephants to respond? Heisman.
the baby fell in the water.
The baby fell in the pool. Was the little elephant getting out of the water on its own?
No.
No. Bless you. How do you think the elephants, the big elephants, knew what to do? Elijah.
Because they probably have been in a situation like that, and their parents probably had to help them and teach them how to.
Well, that's a good thing to say, but do you think it's really something they learned, or do you think that was
It's a
innate? Bless you.
Also, probably an instinct.
I think it's more instinct. I don't think we have to be taught how to respond to a 1-year-old falling in the pool to know, jump in that pool and try to get that 1-year-old out. I think it is innate. It's instinctive. If we see a 1-year-old in a pool with their arms above their head, rapidly moving the arms back and forth, I think it would be innate that we would jump in and try to save that 1-year-old, right? I don't think we have to be taught what to do. I think we would know that 1-year-old probably needs our help, right? Would everybody agree with me that it's probably instinctual, understanding that a 1-year-old needs help?
What if you can't swim?
You're still going to want to help, right? You're going to get an adult, but a lot of people are going to want to help even if they themselves don't know how to swim. Jalen, is there a reason you're turning around in your seat? Yes, no. Okay, then turn that way. Okay. So I don't think it's a matter of the elephants having classes on knowing what to do or their parents teaching them. I think it's innate that they just want to help. It's a desire to help someone smaller. Okay. If Jacqueline, how old is your baby sister?
4.
Okay. When she was 2 and you were 8 and she needed help, it would be innate that you'd want to help her, right? It would be an automatic response that you would want to help her.
She fell off the bunk bed and I jumped out of the floor.
Right. And you did not have to be told to do it, did you? When she was little bitty and she cried, you knew to pick her up. And nobody had to tell you that. Neither your mom nor your dad had to say, pick her up. You just did it, correct? When Mila was really tiny, her mom would say, I just don't know what to do to calm her. And Craig and I just would pick her up and walk her around and bounce her. It's innate.
My baby cousin wants to do. That baby's smart. You sit down.
People just have an innate sense of what to do. They're not taught. It's just an innate sense. And some people are really good at it. Grandparents have done it before.
And with
So we know what to do.
Miss Campbell,
That's why they tend to be really good at it.
as a baby, I used to throw the biggest fits because I wasn't outside, and all my dad had to do was pick me up and put me on the porch and watch me play, and I would stop throwing my fit. When I was a baby, I just screamed for no reason. Nobody could come.
That's called call it.
When I was
Adrian
a
had
baby,
it.
the only thing I wanted to do was crawl up and try to get stuff out of the fridge.
That was good.
Now,
Colby's was candy.
nowadays, when I fell down when I was a baby, when I fell down, I was bad. I cried and stuff.
But
At least I got the
babies
food.
cry, and older people have an innate sense to want to stop the cry. Okay? We don't have to be taught. Hospitals know this. Nobody has to come in and teach the adult how to make the baby stop crying. You have an innate sense to make that cry want to stop. Guys, when you heard that baby cry in the video, it was loud,
It was
Ow.
right?
I jumped.
I didn't turn it down because they purposely apparently had it turned up loud. Babies cry loud. When Colby cried, when he was a newborn, I was like, oh heck, we're gonna sleep right through this. Because Colby cried quietly. And our other two kids cried loudly. And we're like, we're gonna sleep through this child crying because he's quiet. And we were terrified because we're like, we're gonna never wake up because this was quiet. I don't know what's wrong with this child. He's perfectly healthy, but we can't hear him cry. He's quiet and he's got two older brothers.
I also like,
We got used to
hear
it.
him crying.
Like Adrian's a shrieker. He was loud. I swear the neighbors could hear him outside.
He's
He was loud.
He's
Colby was
healthy,
quiet.
And he didn't feel pain.
He was louder than Colby. He wasn't loud. Adrian was a shrieker. Adrian had colic. Everybody heard Adrian. Colics where a baby cries for no reason for like 4 hours a night every night. It like comes on automatically at one time a night and it goes off automatically at one time a night. And they do it for months on end. It's exhausting.
Did you ever get to sleep?
It went off every night like at 11 o'clock. Came on at 6 o'clock, 6 or 7 every night.
Taking some melatonin.
You don't do that to babies. Not little
I
babies.
used to go make noise with the pots.
It turns out it's stomach pain. He still has it. I do too.
Bad
Bad genetics. Bad genetics. Okay, so we can agree that the adult elephants responded to their baby, right? One of them's a mom, one of them is just probably an aunt or a friend or something. But with elephants, they have strong family units, and that can be like a really close, another female friend, like best friend, okay? And the elephants, it was instinctual. They wanted to save the baby, just like adult humans. They want to save their young. Well, it could have been in danger, but they're not going to wait till it's dead to try to help it either. They put a lot of care into elephants because, you know, for a human, you're pregnant with a human for 9 months. Elephants are pregnant with their baby for 2 years. So they're going to put a lot of care into taking care of their babies because it's a 2-year time period.
They didn't have heart for no reason.
2 years is a long time to be pregnant. That's a long time, right? So they're going to really take care of their babies.
I feel bad.
Okay, so I'm going to read to you a story called Sensational Pet Picnic. Before I read it to you, I want you to listen carefully for examples to describe what happens before animals respond to information. Okay? On your page 47, I'll help you put it into words when we go through it, okay? Pulled my piece of paper out. That wasn't good. Stop share. Share image mate. Here we go. Okay. How different are animals' senses? Zachary shoves a picnic lunch into a basket and heads out for his favorite spot in the park. His dog, Mutt, races ahead of him. The neighbor's cat, Kit, tags along behind. So Mutt, I think, is on a leash. Kit is not. It's a beautiful day, and their senses are hard at work taking in the spring afternoon. If you could get inside their heads, what would you find? Would they be smelling, hearing, feeling, seeing, and tasting the same things? Uh-oh, hold on. Zoom is giving everybody fits today. Hold on just a minute. Lucas cannot sign in.
Can we go technology out the window yet?
Hold on.
If you didn't have technology, how are you gonna
Guys, please be quiet. Can someone get on my Science Canvas homepage and see if it's showing up? Because Lucas said he can't get it to show up.
Mine didn't do that. It went straight to assignments.
I heard Canvas was down yesterday. Zoom did not save to my computer earlier today. So I'm trying to save this Zoom session now. Yeah, I just need one person, and Jeremy's trying to do it. Right now he's trying to do it, and I'm going to continue reading. So I need you guys paying attention. I need everybody's attention back to what I'm reading. If you could get inside their heads, what would you find? Would they be smelling, hearing, feeling, seeing, and smelling the same thing? So what 3 organisms are we talking about?
Our five senses. No, a cat.
A cat, a dog, and a human. Smelling a rat. In a nest under a pile of branches, a wood rat wakes from a nap and scratches. Each scratch releases odors, chemicals from the rat's skin that drift through the air. I wonder why the home isn't showing. Home should be showing. Okay. No. Okay, I think it's just Canvas being weird today. Okay. In a nest under a pile of branches, a wood rat wakes from a nap and scratches. Each scratch releases odors, chemicals from the rat's skin that drift through the air. Close to the rat, the air is dense with them, but the odor spreads out as it drifts away. The odor reaches Mutt's nose. The smell is faint, but that's all it takes. Mutt's nose sends a message to his brain. Rat near. Dogs are incredible sniffers. Their noses hold up to 300 million scent receptors. Dogs can identify and remember millions of different smells and can track many smells at the same time. So how many scent receptors do dogs have?
3 million.
Not 3 million. 300 million. Dogs also smell through each nostril separately, so they can tell which direction the smell is coming from. Mutt races toward the brush pile. A cat's nose also packs in plenty of scent receptors, about 200 million. Both cats and dogs can hold air in their noses while they keep breathing in and out. So how many more scent receptors do dogs have than cats? 100 million more, because cats have 200 million. Both cats and dogs can hold air in their noses while they keep breathing in and out. This gives them extra time to identify odors. Kit also heads for the rat. Zachary tugs Mutt away from the brush pile. With a measly 5 million scent receptors, Zachary has no idea what the dog and cat are smelling. So if a dog has 300 million scent receptors and a human has 5 million, how many more scent receptors does a dog have than a human? No. We're not guessing. A dog has how many? Dog has 300 million and a human has how many? No. 5 million. So what is 300 minus 5? A dog has 300 million. A human has 5 million. So what's the difference?
The difference is 295
million. So a dog has 295 million more scent receptors. So that makes the humans seem like they almost have nothing for smelling. What is it, Jacquizman? Stand up, Miss Broughton. Yes, it's the same. I need y'all paying attention to this. Everybody's missing the lesson because they're worrying about Zoom and whether it's showing up. Now you've missed the whole thing that I read that is the basis of our lesson. So, what is the first thing that the dog does in sensory processing? Trip. Right, because when the rat scratches, what does a rat do? It releases odor. So the animal senses information about its surroundings, and that information goes to the animal's brain. Which animal are we talking about? Dog. So copy that into your notebook. Page 47. Yes. Yes. And not all dogs have the same amounts. Australian Shepherds don't smell things very well. Yes. Bloodhounds are great. They have over 500 million. Australian Shepherds, if I'm not mistaken, have 200 million. So different dogs have different amounts. That's what I'm talking about, Australian Shepherd. Need you to sit down, Jalen. Cookie does much better than Verona. Ace smells very well. Ace would be great for going out and finding things.
Well, he's also blind, so that
He would run into things though with his head.
yeah, but like a goat.
Yes, like a goat.
I wish
Yeah, Magic wouldn't run into me because he behaves very well.
I wish the balls smelled. So Ace will smell when the balls are coming.
Magic is real good at smelling things too. Really good at it.
This being, are we able to go up there to see better?
Yes, Grace. What is it? Pencil? Go ahead, Grace. This computer might soon show up. Sure, my Canvas page show up. I worked on it Friday. Should be showing, but I don't know what's wrong with it. My guess is Canvas is still down. What is it, Jacob? I know. What is that? 17.
Oh, Lord. Don't hit anything.
I think Canvas is just acting up because yesterday it was down completely, and I think it's just still messed So do you have a timer on your phone for your number of days, Mr. Roach?
No, ma'am. 29.
Yes, I know you do.
Tell me that.
I know you're thrilled that Ben's been doing great, huh?
Yeah.
He retires. Okay, everybody has this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the next thing it does, the information goes to the animal's brain, and the animal thinks about the information because the dog went towards the brush pile, right? And the animal responded. Unfortunately, the human didn't understand and tried to pull the dog back, right? Because the dog's on the leash. So the poor dog got pulled back from his treat. He just wanted to go pet the rat with his teeth gently.
That's what my dog does.
Just like Colby likes us to pet snakes with a shovel on the head.
It's gonna bite you. I like to
You didn't understand what I said.
With lots of blood involved.
Yes, he likes to pet the snake with a shovel on his head. Not a stitch.
I don't think
No.
they're like my house very much.
You get what I'm saying, right?
When your kids were little, who had the best grade?
Colby. No. Adrian did really well too. Colby had really tough teachers. I'm glad for.
Isn't that the one that went?
No, Adrian did. Adrian's about to graduate and be a high-ranking soldier. I mean, a high-ranking officer.
How long is it gonna be in the military?
No. Only one of them's healthy enough to be. Military only takes very healthy people. Ian has a history of traumatic brain injury. You can't go in the military with traumatic brain injury. Oh, he's probably gonna retire because he's about to graduate high ranking. He's gonna graduate and be higher ranking than most of his bosses.
You know, Adrian wouldn't be so good anymore.
No, Adrian is. He's one in the military.
No, Colby was
Not with the heart issues. No.
What's the meal right here?
What?
What's the meal right here?
Tamia?
Yeah.
Autism therapist.
Adrian was in the military 6 hours.
What?
Dog is military 6 hours.
No, Adrian does.
You know
No,
why?
because I'm not in the military. Neither is my husband.
Oh, but he's from.
Doesn't matter.
But do he give you money?
No. Who do you think buys all his daughter's clothes?
Can you use his
And
badge?
shoes?
No.
No.
Oh.
That's called fraud.
Can you dress up like
That's also called fraud. It's called stealing honor. All right, does everybody have that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand where that information comes from? The animal senses information. That could be us. We sense information. All right. The light in here is not as bright as the light in the hallway. So when you come in, your pupils get larger because the light is dimmer. So your eyes sense information about the light in here. That information goes to your brain. So your pupils get larger. That's how your body responds to the changing lights. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if someone suddenly turned on the lights full blast in here, your pupils would shrink back in size. Those of us who are migraine prone, we'd have a moment of pain. I would continue having pain. The rest of y'all be just fine.
Can we try?
No.
How about we put you in your bathroom and you try?
No. Okay. So information processing is a series of steps that allows sensed information to result in an appropriate response. You smell food through your nose. No, no. You smell food through your nose. That message goes to your brain. And if the food smells good to you, your mouth salivates in preparation for taking in food. So your body is preparing for eating. That's a sign of information processing. Does that make sense? Everybody understand that? Everybody get that? Okay.
Your mouth open when it smells good to you?
No, but you will start to drool if it smells good. Okay, so in other words, information processing is a way to describe what happens in an animal's body after it receives information. How many of you guys have dogs or cats? Okay. When you guys arrive home, your dog or cat will go to your window at the house, and you might see your dog's tail start wagging. Or if you have a dog that has no tail, they're often called wiggle butts because their butt will start wiggling.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this kind of
I have a
Yeah.
watch.
Or if you have a cat, your cat's tail will start going back and forth, and their ears will come forward.
My cat's eyes get like, the pupil gets like excited.
It means they're excited to see you, right?
Uh-huh.
They have processed the information that someone they love is home. Jacob, turn around. So your animal has processed the fact that you're there, and they're excited that you're there,
My dog also smiles.
and they're receiving information that someone they want is there, and they're getting ready for you to come in the door. Does that make sense?
My dog beat.
Okay, hands down, I'm trying to give you guys examples of how animals respond to us. Everybody understands these examples, yes? Okay, so here are 4 steps. They're out of order. Okay, these are steps to information processing. What do you think is a correct order? Which one do you think would go first? I've had to put them in different order for each class. So don't look at the order I had there because I had them in different order.
2.
You think 2 comes first? Look at it.
4. 2.
4. All right, if you think the first thing is number 4, let me zoom out just a tiny bit so you can see all of it, numbers and all. If you think the first one that comes is number 4, raise your hands. Okay, 4. It is number 4. Information is transferred through the environment to the animal. So look at the bottom of page 47. Let's all write that at the bottom of page 47. Number 1 step, information is transferred through, and I'm going to abbreviate through to THR, the environment, and I'm going to abbreviate environment, enviro, to the animal. Okay, so which step do you think comes next?
2.
Okay, animal receives the information. So let's put that beside the number 2. Animal receives the, and I'm going to abbreviate info, receives the info through external, and I abbreviated through again to THR, external sensory structures. Well, if you can see number 2, that's your second one. Get that copied and then go line up. You can take your desk now. Number 2 goes beside the number 2. Get it copied and then line up. Yes, ma'am. It's dead? Yeah, and then, we gotta go to the playground. It's 12:05. You got it all already copied. After you get number 2 written down, line up, okay? Line up, guys, and get number 2 done.
Where is number 2?
It's the one that says number 2, animal receives.
Okay, I see it now.
That talking needs to stop. As it is, we're late for recess. I can't leave until we're all done. It's 12:07 now.
Do I take this with me?
You're not gonna have to do it.
oxygen. I'm gonna ask,
Nope, we're not asking for extra money. Normally Mr. Williams would have sent out emails. I'm not buying the rest of those words. I'd be taking down my stuff anyway for the test, so I'm just taking it down. Instead of just taking down posters, I'm taking down everything. They're also like saying that what's usually on the background, probably, you know, black and white, it goes with everything.
Yeah, sure, you'll call my grandmother back. My son will be up at that school. Of course, what's Texas again? And his name would be said. Somebody not to do that too. I don't think you can learn that response. If someone said that to Mila, something like that would be. Well, I see they gave y'all salad. Which one's main course today? They gave you the salad fix. What was your main course today? Hamburger. They don't know what hamburger is. Oh,
cheap.
thought I put it in English, not saying entree. My entree, you know. Taco with green stuff. So that's rough. Oh. This night, I'll go get the white paper towels. Yeah. Mackenzie, go get the white paper towels in the front. They're much more absorbent. The brown paper towels just don't really do the job. Get you several of them. I don't know if you've seen, but I think the ladies that always work here after school in this more, I think they might be gone because I've only seen Mr. Diggs and Mr. Howard and Mr. Woods cleaning up after school this past week. I have not seen Miss Margaret. I've not seen Miss Laws in several weeks.
Well, she's downstairs in the office.
She's in the office now? Miss Laws? Go get you some white paper towels to absorb off the back of the bed. Yeah, bring them. I'll get a couple more rolls from the tray today, okay? Just went up to the fire today and I'll grab some rolls for the truck. I was surprised because Margaret just had training last week or Friday before. And then she wasn't here last week at all. Or she was here Monday and then gone after that. Here's another roll like another roll. See it? There's another roll like this how to get on the front part. Use them. They're very much more absorbent than the brown. Yeah. It did go, didn't it? Thank you so much, Ms. Moore. Written yet. I tried to be on Canvas today, but it's like Canvas is piled up today this morning. Just told me Candy is updating this entire morning. Lucas wasn't able to get into my Zoom meeting, and neither was Megan this morning. And then Zoom did not record, did not save my meeting today. They recorded it while I was doing it, but they didn't save it. So I'm recording another one now, and I hope it saves. It's possible I'm not even gonna save Zoom today. If that's the case, I'm gonna have to just say excuse for all of the virtual things. I'm gonna have science lessons for 2 days. From what I've heard, we can still do lessons so far. Do plants. So I'll be coming up with lessons on my own, probably using AirPods that are pre-recorded. You want? that?
Do you like the Lundy?
I like Genoa salami. But that's completely different than the salami you find most places. Genoa salami is Italian dry salami, not cured. It's from Italy. Completely different. What?
Have you ate the onion?
Terrible.
I just like the
Genoa salami is a totally different ballgame. It's also like $25 a pound.
Really?
Turn around. No, Genoa salami. It comes from Italy. It's not preserved, so it only lasts a little bit. Lasts about a week. You have to try. No preservatives.
We've got 5 more minutes to finish.
There's something that I'm gonna tell us.
No.
I'm making a video. Yes, I want this one. Can I get the blue bar? I want the red one. Can I get Saturn? I get the Saturn. Get the blue bar. I'll try this one here. Give it to Charlie. Can I get the I get that. I want the other one.
Jeremy, I've heard several times.
Hey, can I get the blue one?
No, Jeremy gave it to you. Jeremy gave you the rocket.
Can I get the flower? Star.
If you're gonna get the astronaut name, can I have it?
I'm not taking those down, neither one says. I looked at my shirt the other day, the one that said my students drive this world or whatever. She looked at that, and she kept looking, and I'm like, oh, I know what she's thinking. She's thinking about these things in my room. Because she was up here on
What
those.
about the star?
What, the stars in front?
I got the star. Yeah.
Oh, those are from Miss Means. Those are from my That's a middle school science.
What about the purple
My
one?
husband wants to get those down. Bring a ladder to that.
Can you say you want?
And those are gonna have a ladder to get to. Now listen to me, these, watch. These actually flaps down, you gotta do it very carefully.
I can put that on my knee.
Wait, what?
What?
No, this is how you get it home without ripping it. There you go. I'm gonna clean that off. There you go. All right, restroom time. Is everybody's trash taken up here? Everybody got rid of their trash? Alex, not the silver one. but- Yeah. I'm gonna leave it. Frank's gotta cut it down today. I can't reach that.
I could.
How long will you be here today?
I can stand on the door.
I'd like to hear him, but other people are talking. Hear her. Okay, is everybody trash? That orange one over there between four or no. Pluto's way out here. The one right in the sun, then you have two planets. The one right for Earth. All right, I need my friends quiet.
I love it. Thank you. It's gonna go right up in my baseball.
All right, quiet. We'll go to the restroom. Okay, we need the boys, well, actually the men's, faculty men's restroom upstairs cleaned up. Someone made a mess on the floor. Get me. Continue going with our lesson. Okay, so we have the first one, information is transferred. The second one, animal receives information through their external sensory structures. What do you think the next step is?
Three.
3, animal processes the information by using internal structures, which only leaves us one left, which is what? 1. Animal responds to the info. I'm trying to make it darker by putting a shadow on it. I can't see through people. What? We still got 2 more pages to go. I mean, they've done this 2 pages. And then we got another assignment to go too. Okay, but you're gonna miss information. It's up to you. What is it, Jacob? What is it, Jacob? Get it right beside you on the counter. Yes, Trip. What is it? Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay, does everybody have this? No? Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay. We've still got 2 more pages to go. It's gonna be using the dog article, and then we're gonna go back and watch the turtle video again. And then we have an exit ticket to go too. We do. And while the question seems hard at first, most people made 4 out of 4s on it once they thought about it. Can, but I gotta be able to have time to grade your notebook too. That's the only thing. Today's notebook is worth 14 points and the exit ticket is worth 4. Okay, is everybody done with this part? Is anybody still copying it? If so, raise your hand. Okay, everybody's finished? All right. All right, turn the page to page 48. It says 4-square dog. This has to do with this article. So you're gonna kind of be turning back and forth to this. 4, 2, 3, 1. That being in this order. The fact that it's information is transferred, animal receives, animal processes, and animal responds. It's transferred, receives, processes, responds. Okay, so going back over here to the dog again. 4 is the first one. Information is transferred through the environment to the animal. So I'm going to write that here. Information is transferred through the environment, bless you, to the animal. If you could go use hand sanitizer, I'd appreciate it because I have to touch your notebook. Information is transferred through the environment to the animal. And the second step is number 2, which is animal receives the info, bless you, through sensory structures. Again, hand sanitizer, through sensory structures. The third step down here is animal processes the info by using internal structures and the fourth step is animal responds to the info. Okay, so now we got to fill in these white blanks. Okay, so information is transferred through the environment to the animal. That's the odor travels through the air from the scratching rat to the dog's nose. So that was this. In a net, I'm fixing to move it out of your way. In a nest under a pile of branches, a wood rat wakes from a nap and scratches. Each scratch releases odors, chemicals from the rat skin that drift through the air. Close to the rat, the air is dense with them, but the odor spreads out as it drifts away. So that's this. Odor travels through the air from the scratching rat to the dog's nose. Through. You already have all this written down, Jalen? Where is your notebook, by the way, Mr. Duncan? You've left it at home a lot of days, haven't you? gonna be hard for you to take the quiz tomorrow, considering how many days you've left your notebook at home. So it's not gonna be well organized. Because you guys all have a quiz tomorrow, a conceptual checkpoint. And if you haven't had your notebook for multiple days or even one day, it's not well organized. So you're gonna have a hard time taking that quiz. Environment. Oh, she's showing her love to probably JC. Thing is, JC's doing pretty well on my class.
Then I guess because you feel that, well, really, there's probably.
Several days. That's like the first several days is there and the house.
I think
You and I used to not do that. We found it worked. All those times we went to do that, it won't work on the middle school. I always thought, oh, there's people shut them down. Some, yes, but not everywhere. Yes, if they're older. You gotta know when to do it and when not to, though. Because sometimes it won't work. Okay, so animal receives the information through their sensory structures. Let's find that. Okay, the odor reaches Mutt's nose. Is that it reaching the animal?
No.
That's not it? So why are we saying no? Ignore the person who has the mask down. Okay, so animal receives the information. The odor reaches Mutt's nose.
Can we just take a second to the dog's name?
Name is Mutt, yes.
He probably is a what?
No, that's his name. Okay. It says the smell is faint, but that's all it takes. Smell is faint. But that's all it takes. Okay. First block had the same problem. They're like, that's not, what do you mean Mutt? It says dog. I said, no, that's his name. Just like Ace is my dog's name. Ace stands for a chance encounter or the top one, Ace, because people would normally think a dog with a disability is the lowest one. But for me, he was the most special.
Why? What about Cookie?
Cookie's not his mom. Cookie came later.
I love Cookie. Can I just take Cookie, please?
No, I've actually talked about bringing her here.
There's a bunch of students at my school
Who would love her. Yeah.
Me?
She would be a really good therapy dog because she's smart enough and she's real chill. Bella would have been too. Verona would not.
Who's Bella?
Bella was the dog before I had before Cookie. Bella Blue was so
What
sweet.
about Ace? What about Matthew? What about Matthew? Ace is aggressive.
Ace is very aggressive. Male Aussies tend to be aggressive. That's just their nature.
What about
They just are.
Cookie 2.0?
No, I have a dog named Grandma.
What about Cookie
He's
2.0?
real cute.
I don't have a Cookie 2.0.
I know, I mean,
You have a dog?
Oh, Verona? No. Verona's a little too high strung. She's young.
Go on.
They mellow as they get older.
That's second
You
daughter.
have a zit shit.
Yeah, Verona's a baby.
Who's that
That'd be the trend right there.
When we got Cookie,
She's
she was pregnant. We didn't know it. She was like a day or two pregnant. We didn't know it. The dad is back at their house. They gave him away too because their neighbor was a man who kept antagonizing their two Aussies. Like he would tease them over the fence, and he would do stuff that were mean to them. Ace's mom and dad were Briley and Bella Blue, and they both have died. Briley got really sick, and Adrian had to put him down one day while I was at work. Not funny. Adrian was distraught. He had to literally shoot the dog and put him down. He's like, no, he said, I'm afraid to pick him up because the dog would be too distressed. He didn't like going to the vet. And he said, if I took him to the vet, Briley would get too upset going to the vet. He said, Briley would be more upset going to the vet. It'd be more distressing for him to go to the vet. He said, it'd be more calming if I just did it at home. But here it was that he grew up with Briley, and he was the one that had to put him down. He said he thought it would be easier, and he was really upset about it. I told him, if you do this, you have to bury him and everything. So it was awful for him. It was bad. It was bad. And it was all while I was at
How
work.
did Ace become deaf and blind?
He was born that way because he was a double Merle.
How old was my dog?
Like 3.
So she really.
He was 3.
Like, how old is
She's mellow. She's really mellow. And we're really good Aussie people. We've had so many Aussies before her. We've had 6 before her. Okay, let's get back to this, okay? Animal processes the info by using internal structures. Like dogs, they can sense whether people are good with dogs, like Cookie, that's how she was. Animal processes the info by using internal structures. So how did Mutt process the rat?
he smelled it.
Yes, so he smelled it with his nose and knew the rat was near, and he knew which direction it was too, right?
Yeah.
So smells through each nostril separately so they could tell which direction the smell was coming from. So Mutt's nose sends a message. To his brain, telling him which direction the rat is in. It's right here. And where it is, exactly where it is. It is.
Because when at my dad's house we had a bunch of dogs and cats running around, and every single day we would find bones, mice, rats, moles everywhere, and our yard stunk. It smelled like
Death.
a graveyard with all the rotted flesh and all that stuff. Right. Like just on
And
top
for
of
the
it.
dogs, it smelled like heaven. Just for us humans, it's like.
And I was the only one who was bathing the dog.
Thankfully, Cookie doesn't do that.
It's Verona.
Verona's nasty. Verona's
Oh,
gross.
Ace. And I was the only one.
Ace doesn't do that either. Thank goodness.
Someone else would.
Briley would have.
Aren't Aussies very they lick a lot?
They'll eat cat poo in a hurry.
Ew. Every dog does that.
No, Aussies are notorious for it. Well, we had to stop having cats because they would go in the litter box, and we're like, this is so nasty.
Aussies lick a lot, don't they?
They lick their feet. Yeah, Cookie does. It's a nervous thing because Aussies get nervous. They wanted us to put Briley on like doggy Paxil, and I'm like, no, Prozac. No, we're not putting the dog on Prozac. It costs more than the human stuff. I'm like, no,
Miss,
antidepressant. I'm like, no,
no. I mean, dogs do have depression.
but no.
No. Why? Would Ace ever bought
No, it's for Briley.
Which one of this dog? The Cookie.
Bella Blue.
Huh?
Bella Blue's better than Cookie.
Well, right now. Cookie.
Yeah, because Bella Blue's dead.
My dog is a merle dog, but he can still stand.
Where you going?
I'm
Yeah.
getting a girl.
Ace is double Merle. That's why you can't see him here. Yeah. Cookie is a blue Merle. Verona is a red Merle. Ace is she has a lot of brown on her, like tan. She doesn't have much of the grayish blue on her. Cookie has grayish blue. And then Ace is a double Merle, meaning he got a Merle gene from mom and a Merle gene from dad. Mom was Bella Blue, who's a blue Merle. Ace was, Briley was a red Merle.
Who got mad?
Huh?
Who got mad?
That's a goat. Goats aren't Merles.
Miss Bamber, tell Grace to outbring your goat. She wasn't.
We used to bring Dodie up here. No, I'm sorry, Isabella up here when Miss McLaughlin ran 4-H. The little goat that came up here each year that people got to pet, that was my Isabel. That was my
What
goat.
happened to her?
We still have her.
Take guys who.
She's a sweetheart. That was our goat, yeah. Did y'all ever pet the goat that came up here each year? That was mine. That was Isabel.
What did you go to?
I petted your toe.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's an absolute doll. It was Dodie, my goat before that was a jerk. Dodie was just, they get mean as they get older.
Why?
They just do.
We had
Last
to get
year.
a punching
Year
bag.
4.
for,
Year 4.
Elgo. One time
you're
because he
using
liked to
4.
run away.
What your name is?
Yeah, Dodie was a female, but she liked to chase me around the car,
Oh, Miss Vanderbilt.
to the yard, to the front door, to the brick.
Did she used to come on your porch?
No, to the front door.
Miss Vanderbilt.
She also horned our car.
Miss Vanderbilt. Have you been had
Grouchy thing. Okay, let's do this last one. We have one more to do for the dogs, and then we're gonna watch the sea turtle hatching, not really hatching, but sea turtles coming out of the little hole again, and we're gonna do a 4 square for the sea turtles, okay?
On this Vanderbilt, that video is kind of long.
It's less than a minute.
Really?
It's less than a minute. Okay.
And it's
Animal responds to the info. So, Mutt races towards the brush pile. Mutt races towards the brush pile. For what reason? Because he wants to.
She wants a midday
He wants to gently pet him with
Yes, his teeth. He wants the rat.
He wants to kill it.
Yes. He wants to play with his teeth. He wants to pet him with his teeth.
Is that what the article said?
No, that's what Colby would say. It's like Colby wanting us to pet the snake with a shovel on his head.
With lots of blood involved.
Yes. With red ketchup.
Yeah, no, that would have been funny.
And then,
You want to go tree?
no, no, he liked to watch the ice, the black of the ice get larger once the red ketchup came out.
How many animals y'all got?
6 plus a freshwater aquarium.
For Stitch?
No, freshwater aquarium for our freshwater fish.
So do you put it in?
We've had chinchillas. Uh-huh. We've had rabbits. We've had,
What are chinchillas? They're like little rabbits.
People eat them in other cultures.
What happened?
I was
Not what they are either.
What food?
You chinchilla them.
Rabbit.
All right, guys, we still have more to go. We have 2 more assignments to go, so let's get this done.
What was its name?
I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Ace.
Mm-mm. I don't think we even named it. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy these steps over to the table on the next page. So information, this is on page 49, is transferred,
Can you just put info?
through the environment to the animal. Animal receives the info through external sensory structures. Animal processes the information through, I'm sorry, by using, not through, by using internal. Guys, if y'all have to keep on playing with those like they're a distraction, I'm going to throw them away. By using internal structures. What is that internal structure most of the time? What is the internal structure that the animal processes?
The nasty smell. The odor.
The animal processes the information using an internal structure. What internal structure do they use to process information?
No. They're
No,
5 cents.
no. What do they process it using?
The brain.
The brain. Unless you're something like a jellyfish that doesn't have a brain.
Yeah. I could say that.
And then the fourth one is animal responds to the information.
So I guess my sister is a jellyfish.
No. Animal responds to the information.
I mean, she has a brain, but she doesn't use it.
Yes, she does.
How old is she? She's 3.
She uses her brain.
It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah. Just because it doesn't seem like it doesn't mean she's not using it.
Now do microscope, not microscope. What's a microscope anyway?
Telescope, microscope is something that hopefully Miss Jorgensen will be able to bring up here because
Can I
I
do
don't trust the
telescope?
suit to get out here. It's too heavy.
I don't want that tank on the arm. Telescope.
You already got something.
Oh yeah.
The rocket ship has continuity. Oh, were you gonna have the paper?
Jacob, she's still gonna have that big paper. Why do you have to start taking everything down randomly?
I would have to have it down by Monday.
Who's gonna read it?
Yep, that.
What if you can't read?
You know, when you're asking me to do something that's taking away my concentration when I'm standing on top of stuff, that's risking me falling.
Yeah.
What was Randy like? If when your husband takes yours down, he saved you.
Gotta get things to other classes too.
Yeah, because I won't know.
What?
Well,
Ooh. This floor is dirty. All right, so So let's go to the videos. Everybody got these copied down?
No.
Oh.
Your classroom last year was the same.
Yes. Expecting Alice in Wonderland to get at least
I
2
want to
years.
slam this year.
No.
We can't. Oh, Miss Anger. This thing been here forever.
What?
You never took those.
The theme?
Yeah.
No, it's 2 years. It's
Oh,
been
what,
2 years.
what was your first thing? Like
Before this was football. Before that was guitar, music. That was a big 6-foot long wired guitar. It was custom made. I made it.
You made, I thought you had like fancy. How did you make this?
I don't know. Here's my first metal work. Next year, I'm not gonna have anything that lights up back here.
Aw. So Alice in Wonderland, what line up?
Yeah. I'm having the Alice in Wonderland lamp that's custom made for me.
I will.
Yep.
So the Mickey Mouse one?
No, it's not LED. It's an actual lamp. Okay. Everybody ready to watch this one? Okay, so what we're doing is you're looking for the ways that the animal responds to information, receives information about through the sensory structures, processes the information, and information is transferred through the environment to the animal. Okay, I know that's an off order. It's not in the right order, but I read it in the mixed up order that I gave it to you to begin with. All right. It's like one's hitching a ride on the other one. So we notice first of all that it's sunny there, right? The fact that it's green, and I already know this about Costa Rica anyway, it's warm there, yes? It's not raining. Let's watch and see what else we see about the environment, because we're looking for environmental cues. Yeah, a lot of babies coming out of that hole. We don't need to know that. Do you see any birds? Nope. The person's making sure nobody else is grabbing them and stealing them. Okay, are there any birds? Okay, do you see any crabs coming in for them? Okay, so let me switch back to ImageMate. All right, information is transferred through the environment to the animal. It is sandy. Sunny. There are no birds.
No crabs.
And we see no crabs. There might be some tiny crabs there, but we don't see them. And we see no crabs. In other words, no predators to eat the baby sea turtles. Yes, readily. Those are walking little chickens, so to speak. Okay, so that's what you need to write down. Sandy, sunny, and there are no birds, and we see no crabs to eat the baby sea turtles. That's information the environment is giving the animal. So they're coming out to eat.
The last time schools come out.
Why are there mounds of dirt?
Because that's where the mama laid her eggs.
Oh, so there's thousands of them.
They lay them.
Hundreds of eggs for that one turtle.
They lay them.
But lots of turtles went in there that same night and laid her eggs. And all of them are going to hatch at the same time because there's safety in numbers. So all those eggs are going to hatch out at the same time.
Lucas, where's this in?
Yes, Lucas. Look. I don't see anything in chat. I don't see anything.
He can take it all. Yeah, I think he.
Okay. Animal receives information through external sensory structures. Does he see any predators?
No.
Okay. So he doesn't see them. Do you think he hears any? Do you think he hears any birds or crabs? Okay, so he sees and hears. No, that's what the circle with the line through it means. No predators. And feels the warm sand. Its ears, yes, tell it the direction of what? Water. Of the ocean. Exactly right. Something we wouldn't even thought about. It has to know which direction to go to the ocean.
Yeah, but
It gets that from the hearing.
see it. You should become a college professor.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope, I like little people. My son keeps trying to get me to go teach college. I'm like, nope, I like little people.
Why do you like little people?
Just do. People get drawn to certain things. I got drawn to upper elementary. What? What? You said something.
Sir, you can also teach us next year too. We'll teach all class next year. Isn't that
Animal
so
processes the information by using internal structures. So what is it thinking? What is it doing?
It's going towards the ocean.
Yep. The turtles has it been taught by the mama? Did you see the mama anywhere?
No.
So the turtles, how does it know which way to go?
It uses its seeing sense.
It uses its hearing.
But is it a learned thing to go to the ocean or
It's an innate thing.
what kind of innate? Instinct or reflex?
Instinct.
Instinct. The turtle's instinct, I know, the turtle's instincts tell it to move toward the ocean. It didn't get taught by mama anything because mama laid the eggs and went away and she'll never meet her babies. She abandoned them,
They might teach that at the ocean,
but they'll never know each other. It'll be totally random.
he'll be like, "Mom, where my mom is."
No, he'll never think that. Ocean animals, other than like whales, they never have any kind of familial bond whatsoever. I don't think so. They'll have hundreds to thousands of offspring at one time because there's no bond to a parent because so many are born at one time and so many of them die within their first year.
Wow.
That's just how it is.
Why does how turtles work?
I'm freezing.
Animal responds to the info. So what did the animal do? They moved to the ocean. The sea turtles went into the ocean.
tell you broke this already. and you haven't
Yes.
erased it.
Yeah.
And because third block is always cut off, I'm not erasing it a third time.
Why are they always cut off?
Mr. Williams comes on at 3 o'clock and starts talking.
Yeah.
And it's hard for them to concentrate.
Yeah.
That's a class of 21.
Yeah.
I always have 21.
Miss Rain, is all your seats filled every time at the end of the day?
Pretty much. All right, so get this done. There are 2 questions on the board.
How do we handle?
First name, last name, homeroom teacher, and answer the 2 questions on the board. How do animals process and respond to information? And how confident are you in your answer? What would you like more information about? Now, there's a little bit of discussion that we didn't talk about in this class because y'all keep asking me in this class irrelevant answers. But here's a question that we talked about in first block. There are animals that don't have brains, like jellyfish, and yet they have brains, and yet they respond to information. Octopi have brains. I just said that. Jellyfish don't. Jellyfish respond to information, even without brains. Kind of interesting, right? Your 2 questions that you're answering are, how do animals process and respond to information? And how confident are you in your answer? With the secondary question behind that, what would you like to have more information about? Okay, so you have to write in here your first and last name and your homeroom teacher. Remember, I have to have enough time to grade this in your notebooks. And it might be that I have to grade your notebooks while you're in your third block. Uh-huh.
You know his name is Daniel's name.
Daniels.
Daniels.
Daniels. Nope, you do not write the question, just answer it. Oh, there's half sheets in there. Underneath that picture. Okay.
Can I get a new party time?
What?
Can I get my new party time?
I'm writing them right now. If y'all can stop interrupting me, I can get these done. Those are right.
No. Notebook is here. Yeah. Raylan seated. Notebooks go on the floor over here beside where I'm sitting. Okay. Don't forget your exit ticket over here. I can't hear multiple people at once. What? Tomorrow. I think you want. Over there. Jacob, why are you on your backpack already? Pass them out. What were you going to sit? Sit down. DANIELS. No, we're not gonna- got 1 minute remaining, guys. Guys, if you've not turned these in yet, you need to hurry up and turn them in. You've only got a minute. Well, it's time to go now. Your name on that? In the big tub. 3 and 3. Yes, good line up. You're welcome. Uh-huh.
Is it okay if I grab the cash on that? Because I just started on that way
On what?
on the.
Nope, you gotta get it on. Okay, you just here, here. This is $20. What?
I had to pay you $20 for
No, this came from Dallas and it was the only one they had. And I teach from this. And I got it several years ago. Nobody can have it. That's what I teach from. Oh, are you? No, I'm getting ready to not look at this.
No.
Yeah, I know, but I'm getting ready to not have anybody's names on this. I mean, for all I know, the ladies will say, oh, they might learn something from the lady write their names on the desk. No, it's not from Mr. Williams. It's the people who come in from the state to observe us while we're testing, even though they're not supposed to be in our rooms while we're testing. Nobody's supposed to be in here while we're testing other than us. And yet people came in last year while we're testing. And I'm like, or not last year, the year before. And I'm like, why are they in our rooms? Nobody's supposed to be in here.
That's just a distraction.
Yeah, it is. That's why I was like, why are they in here?
It's a distraction on the because they're.
Can you still see from way back there in the room, Delilah?
Yeah, she told me.
Yeah. Now nobody can sit near him. Damn.
Like, why is that just rude and disrespectful and all different types of ways?
You'll have to ask her what I said to her. Hey, Aubrey, and who else helped you like this?
Like,
Because I had the perfect solution for it,
what?
and it was a lesson about innate responses.
Thank you.
Let me hit stop on this before I get
get myself in trouble.